All right, guys. So, as promised, I'm going to take you through the instructions and expectations for your Facebook group projects. Hopefully, you can see my face as well as the screen capture while we're going through this, but at the very least, I hope you can see the screen capture. So, first thing you'll want to do is go to your course content section and come all the way down here to projects and assignments. Click on that and then scroll down to your Facebook mini campaign. Okay, so there is a document here that you can click on that has all of the expectations for this assignment, and I'm going to make it full screen so that we can kind of talk through it together. Hopefully this is showing up properly on your end. Okay, so this is going to take you through the instructions for the Facebook project. You are going to create a Facebook campaign that will consist of 2 posts per team member. So if you are a group of 5, these instructions will change to read 10 unique posts, okay? So you're going to select one of the scenarios that are described on page 2. We'll get there in just a second, and complete the following tasks, okay? Now, before you get started, you're going to want to decide on some branding items. So you'll want to decide on color, theme, fonts, the voice of your campaign, and the overall look and feel of your content. So basically a theme of your campaign, okay? Keep in mind that when you're creating your posts, you'll be wanting to target a specific audience, and you'll have specific goals in the back of your mind. And you'll want to refer back to chapters 3 and 4 when you're thinking about creating this content and best practices for content creation. Okay, so what you guys are going to turn in is typed responses to the 3 questions below, okay, a campaign calendar for your 8 or 10 posts, and a PDF of all of the assets that you have created for each scenario. And you're going to use ad mockups to create this content. And I'll take you guys through that in just a second, okay? But first things first, you're going to want to answer these 3 questions, okay? We've talked about these concepts in class plenty of times, but just to go over them again, what is the objective for the campaign, okay? And why did you select this objective? Remember, when we're talking about social media marketing campaigns, our objectives are always one or more of 3 primary objectives. And those 3 primary objectives are awareness, consideration, and conversion. So I want you to go through each of the scenarios that are options for this project for you and make sure that you have a clear objective for the scenario that you choose. Okay, then I want you to tell me about the theme of the campaign, okay, which includes things like branding, logos, colors, the tone of voice that you are hoping to achieve. And I also want you to be very specific about your target audience for the campaign, okay? Make sure you're including information on variables like age, gender, interests, and behaviors. Mostly all of the variables that we've talked about in class previously, okay? We've discussed campaign calendars quite a bit, and you guys have seen what they look like in your simulation. So I want you all to create a campaign calendar for when you're going to publish your posts. And I want you to add a column into that campaign calendar that explains why you chose to schedule a post on a certain day and time. And then finally, you're going to turn in, again, all of the assets that you have created. Make sure you have your group members all listed on every document that you submit, as well as the posts labeled with the name of the person who created them and your group number. Okay? So those are your deliverables. Now, here are the scenarios that you all are going to have to choose from. Okay? So there are 4 different scenarios that you can choose from, and each of them will have different objectives. So what we're going to do in class on Wednesday is have you guys tell me as a group which scenario you've chosen, and we're going to schedule one-on-one group meetings so that we can talk through each scenario before you all turn your project in, just in case you have any questions. But let's talk through these scenarios, okay? So scenario 1, Academy Sports is a large retailer selling athletic and outdoor gear. Products include athletic shoes and cleats, sports equipment, clothing, etc. The client is looking to raise sales through the conversion of consumers on the website. Your job is to create a visually appealing promotional campaign that will encourage users to click on the link to visit the website and hopefully buy. Okay, so if you choose this scenario, you'll want to have a clear idea of what the objective for that campaign is. Scenario 2, the Western Kentucky Advising and Career Development Center is looking to increase followers on its Facebook page as well as visitors to the center itself, and you are in charge of creating a campaign that will help them to achieve that. Scenario 3, Big O's Donuts is a new 24/7 donut shop in town. Many people in Bowling Green and the surrounding areas still have not heard of this round-the-clock snack option or know where they're located. Big O's needs to do something to help get its name out, as well as encourage people to try its donuts and other offerings. Okay, finally, scenario 4, the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society has decided to organize a contest to increase engagement on their page. They hope this engagement will drive donations and adoptions. They want animals and preferably rescue animals involved, but other than that, have no parameters. They have had a $250 Walmart gift card donated as a prize and have asked you to propose a contest idea. You must decide the nature of the contest, the rules and guidelines that people must abide by, and how winners will be chosen. This information needs to be conveyed within the Facebook posts. Okay? So those are your 4 scenarios that you're going to choose from. Okay, and again, each scenario should have a clear objective associated with it. When it comes to creating the assets, I want you guys to use the tools that we talked about in class. Canva is a great option for content creation for this project. Canva will give you a template for a Facebook ad that's already optimized for size. You can choose any of their free assets to use for creating this ad. Your ad should utilize at least one graphic and text, but minimal effort does mean minimal points, okay? So make sure that you're putting some effort into creating these assets, okay? Once you have the assets created, you're going to download those assets onto your computer and then go to admockups.com and upload the asset into an ad mockup so that you can see what it might look like if you were actually running this campaign on Facebook, okay? And you're going to fill out all of these fields where these red arrows are. You're going to fill all of those out as well, okay? When your ad mockup is completed, it should look like something like this example post to the right, okay? Once you're happy with the look of your mockup, you can download that, and those mockups are going to be what you submit to me, okay? So I'm going to exit out of this, and then I'm going to navigate to admockups.com and just kind of show you guys how this works, okay? So if we are looking at creating ads for Facebook, you can click on this little Facebook link right here, and then you can edit this mock-up, okay, to reflect a Facebook ad. Now, it does give you some options here to do a mobile ad or a desktop ad. You can change the settings here. You can also change from mobile to desktop. You can change the type of ad from a newsfeed ad to a lead form ad. You can create a messenger ad, a story ad, or a reel. And you can have the original format or the one-to-one format, okay? So you can change all of your settings here. I'm going to keep a traditional newsfeed ad for a desktop device, okay? Then you can go here and you can change all of these. So if we were creating a campaign for the Bowling Green Humane Society, we might do Warren County Bowling Green Humane Society.com. And we might say, let's see, please take a moment to enter our contest. To add our gift card contest supporting, add our gift card contest. All proceeds go toward the Bowling Green, Warren County, or Warren County Bowling Green Humane Society, ... etc., etc., etc. Put all the instructions here, okay? You want the same website here, you can say enter to win $250 from Walmart. All proceeds will be donated to the Warren County Bowling Green Humane Society. We will go here. You can change your little call to action button where you can maybe click sign up or donate now, depending on the content up here and what you've asked people to do. And then when you're done, you can click these three little dots, and I would download this as a JPEG. Okay, don't forget, you can also click here and you can upload any photos that you want to into this ad mockup. Okay, so hopefully that gives you guys a good idea of what's expected. Again, we are going to have one-on-one group meetings before you guys turn your project in so that you can ask questions and get clarification on any issues that you might have. But hopefully this gives you a good idea of what this project is going to look like and where to start. Let me know if you have questions.